back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a craft, so you're going to need a one color piece of paper. This paper is green, don't know if you can see it. One plain piece of paper, some tape, and a Sharpie, a permanent marker. Now, you might be asking, what is this craft? Well, this craft is how to make a recipe pouch. You know those like recipe boxes that you put recipes in? Well, this is like that, but it's a recipe pouch. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a recipe pouch and some cool recipes that you could put in your recipe pouch. Let's begin with the video. Take your piece of colored paper and you fold it in half. Why does this paper feel like styrofoam? That's weird. So step one is fold your paper in two. You're going to take one side of the paper, fold it like that, and then take the other side and fold it like that. So it should look like this with the pouch on the top. Three, take some tape and you're going to tape down those folds because they might not stay folded for very long. So that's step four. You're going to write what is in the pouch. So since this is specifically a recipe pouch, I'm going to write, I spelled it wrong, recipes. And then below that, you could put like what type of recipe. I'm just going to say snack. And that is step four. You need scissors for this craft. But for step 5, you're going to cut your plain piece of paper in half. Just cut that in half. And then once it is cut in half, you're going to make sure it's even. And then you're going to cut it into a pretty adequately sized square. And then you're going to use that to measure out your next square. And cut that out. And then use those squares to cut out the last square. So you should have about 8 squares. I'm going to give you some recipe ideas if you don't know what to put in the recipe pouch. And I'm also going to be giving recipe ideas for snacks because this recipe's snack. So I finished coming up with recipes and I'm just going to show a few of them in case you don't know what to put in your recipe pouch. So the first one is strawberry dip, where you mix together yogurt and strawberries in a blender, kind of like a smoothie, and then you cut up strawberries into small pieces, and then you dip them into the dip and eat them. The next one is Pop-Tart toast, where you put whipped cream on a piece of bread. You cut up strawberries on it, so you chop up strawberries and then put it on there, and then you add some colorful sprinkles. And then lastly, bagel donut, which is you cut a bagel in half, and then you dye some cream cheese pink, and then you put it on one half of the bagel, and then you add colorful sprinkles. So those are just some of the recipes that I want to share in case you don't know what to put in your recipe. Step is to gather up all your recipes and put them in your recipe pouch. Now, where could you put it? Well, as you can see, it's a pouch, and there's a little back right here. So you could tape it to the wall. You could put it on the refrigerator. You could put it on a corkboard. And the great thing about this is that it doesn't take up much space. It mostly just takes up wall space, fridge space, or corkboard space. So yeah, that is all you need to know on how to make a recipe pouch. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a nice day. Bye!